Alright guys, welcome to episode 7 of the road to 5K. Now I just want to break down something for you guys. If you watched last week's episode, we ran really bad and we played really bad. That alone is a recipe for disaster. The most important thing is do not let that snowball into more bad habits, okay? It's how you rebound. We're human, right? When we take a bad session like that and we lose, we're going to use 1-3 as an example, and we lose 1,200, right? Our first instinct's going to be, okay, tomorrow, next session, I'm playing all day. I'm going to get there first thing in the morning. I'm going to be the last one there. I got to get this 12. I'm not leaving until I get the money back. That's what some of us are going to think. And some of us are even going to say, I'm going to jump to 2-5 tomorrow because I got to make it all back. I can't do it at 1-3 tomorrow. No, 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 no. Okay, those are both very bad ideas. The thing is, this is a mental game as much as it is a skill game, right? So if you go in tomorrow, the next session, and you're like, all right, I'm down 1,200. I got to get it all back. You got to just erase it all. What I recommend, this is what I do. So now your goal, the most important thing, the thing you got to do for the next session is book a win and regain your confidence. That's it. Simple. So you go in, you're up, say you're up 350, okay? You booked the win. Now you got to win back, right? You're feeling a little bit more confident because when you have a bad session, I don't care who you are, you start questioning things, yourself, your talent, your skill, whatever it is. You're like, did I play this wrong? Did I do this wrong? It's normal. It's all normal. So now, say you win 350 and you leave. That 1,200 is now 850, okay? Mentally, that's a huge difference. And now, let's say the next day you go in, right? Card dead, you play 4 hours, you make 200. Now you're only down 650. And then say you run really good the next day and you make 700. Boom, you're up 50 bucks. You cannot look at it like you have. Sometimes you might get it all back the next day. I'm not saying that'll never happen. You might run really hot, you know? And that's awesome. That's great. Those days are great. But realistically, it's a long grind, okay? You got to tackle it down. Like, remember when you were in high school or college, you had like an hour left of school and you'd be breaking, oh, I got 5 20s left. I got 10-minute left. Whatever, we doing crazy math in our heads, right? That's how poker is. It's a grind. You lose 1,200, all right, boom. I'm going to play the next 3-4 sessions and get it back like that. You book 250 here, 300 here, 400 there. Before you know it, you're only down 100 bucks out of that 1,200, or you're up 150, you know, whatever the math is. That is so important just as much as the cards are, I promise you. Mental game. It's huge. It can make or break you. When you come off a big loss and you're like, all right, what am I going to do? And just rebound. Go with a simple goal. You want to get your confidence back and you want to just book a win. So today, we're going into Chasers. You know, we're not thinking about chasing that $1,200 loss. We're just going to play our best, hope the cards land where we want them to, and most importantly, we just want to get some confidence back and book a win, okay? So let's go see how the cards are going to fall today and hopefully get back on the right track of this challenge. Let's go. All right, we are going to start things off, and we look down at Ace Queen off. Under the gun one makes it 20. There are going to be 2 callers. We are going to raise it up to 100. This is the first big hand of the session. We really don't want to start off on the wrong foot, but Ace Queen off is just too strong to flap pre. And now it folds over to under the gun one who calls. And we are going heads up to a flop. We got a lot of history with the player. He's pretty solid, so we're not going to get too crazy here. Flop is 7-Jack-4. We completely whiff. He checks it over. We do have to c-bet here more times than not. We do fire out 120. Looking back at it now, I do wish I fired a little less. I would have probably went with 90. But either way, if he raises, we're going to fold. And if he calls, we're going to shut it down. He asked what we're playing. We got about 260 behind. He stuffs it in and goes all in. And we're like, well, this is exactly how we don't want to start a session. We fold and he's a gentleman and he shows the red queens. Bad start, but we got to keep it moving and not fall too far behind. Next hand, Ace King suited in the small blind. Under the gun limps and under the gun one is going to raise it up to 15 and get 2 callers. And now it's back on us and we elect to go all in for 251. This is a weird spot. I mean, we can pick up a lot of dead money, 60 bucks. I don't really think any size really works here. If we make it 100 and get called and missed, we really just have to go with it either way. Might as well fold all the equity out and take it down. So at least taking this dead money, we're back at 300. We haven't added on yet either because there aren't too many big stacks at the table. Moving along to the third hand, we have Jack 10 off. Under the gun opens to 10, one caller. We decide to call in the cutoff. And now the button raises to 25. Basically a min click 1.5 and a half. Everyone's going to call and it's going to come back to us. And we get to close the action at an insanely good price. We're never going to fold here. We call and we are going, I think, 5 ways to a flop. And the flop comes 5 deuce jack 2 hearts. We flop top here. We check it over to the button, who is going to bet out 30. He bets pretty light. I mean, we can never fold for that price. Even if he bet a regular bet, I don't think we're folding just yet. We're going to call, closing the action again. Heads up to a turn card. And the turn comes a 10 of spades. Beautiful. We check and he checks back. Oh boy. River's the king of diamonds. We bet really tiny here. We bet $30. Hoping he's going to either raise and he just snap folds. That plan didn't go accordingly, but hey, the $200 pot going our way, and that is going to put us just about back to start and stack a little less. Moving forward, we have pocket jacks. Straddles on, we are going to raise it up to 20. And the domino effect, as you guys know at Chasers, they do not fold. We're going to end up getting 3 callers, and we are going 4 ways to a flop. Now, this is one of a few hands. The player to my left is this kid named Adam. He's a dealer at the Brook. We have a lot of history. We get along pretty well, and I know he likes to play at me, so keep that in mind. It's checked to us. We're going to bet 25. Adam snap calls. No shocker there. And the other 2 players are going to fold, so we're going to heads up now against a very capable Adam. Turn is the 8 of clubs. We have the jack of clubs. We're going to check it over for some pot control. We're going to see what he elects to do here. And yeah, he's firing out. We're not surprised. He bets 20 bucks. Where are we going? We call. Pot's almost 200. And the river is the deuce of diamonds. We check it over. And Adam fires out 65. I just don't like it. I hate that river card. We kind of go in the tank here. And we're like, all right, we start word playing with them. We go, show me one. He goes, you want to see one? I go, yeah, please. Let me pick. He randomizes and he says, all right, you can pick one. We flip over the deuce and we show the jacks. The son of a rat. Little weasel that he is. Always gets there. But yeah, he peels the deuce on the river. Luckily enough, he shows it and we're going to keep it moving. We look down at another pocket pair. Pocket 8s. We make it $10 under the gun. And lo and behold, Adam raises it up to 40. All right, kid, round 2, let's go. We're never folding anything to this kid, okay? Let me just tell you guys that now. It is going to fold over to us, and that's exactly what we want. We are going to lay in the call, going heads up. Already almost $100 in the middle. Flop is going to come 3, 5, 10, 2 hearts. Pretty good flop for us. We check it over. He bets 20. I'm sorry, he bets 40. And we call. Now almost 140 in the middle. The turn is the 10 of clubs. Great card for us, meaning he likely doesn't have a 10 and he's likely on a draw, or he's just full of it per usual, right? We check. He bets 45. All right, we're gonna just call. Nothing more we can do here. We're not gonna raise. We're never folding. We make the call. River is the jack of hearts. Disgusting. We check. We're just hoping to get the showdown at this point. If he fires a big bullet here, although he only has about 80 bucks, we'll probably have to call it off anyway. But he goes for some, I'm sorry, it's another stack. Yeah, but he makes a weird size in here. I think he bets, yeah, he bets $20. We call. He's got ace 10 off, this freaking weasel. How does he always get there, guys? Ugh. All right. This one stings a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you guys. That's $300 going his way. God, remember, I'll never tip him again moving forward. No, I'm just kidding. He's a great kid, great dealer. And he ends up picking up after that hand, I think. So that's the last of him for today. And we're going to keep it moving. Hopefully one of these pocket pairs actually hold up for us. We have pocket 4s and open to 15. And we are going to get 2 callers. The table's playing very passive right now at this point once Adam leaves. So the flop comes 7-7 deuce rainbow. When it's checked over to us, we're pretty sure we can just get a bet through here and likely have the best hand more times than not. We fire out 35 and all 3 players are going to lay it down. Oh, we're actually 4-handed. Everybody folds, and we're happy to pick up $120 just to get the chips moving in the right direction again as some bigger pots start to develop. Alright, moving along, we look down at Jack 9 of Hearts, and we're going to open to 15 over a limp. It's going to fold around, and we do end up getting 2 callers, and we are going 3 ways to a flop. Flop is going to come 7 deuce queen 2 hearts. Alright, we got a flush draw. Can't ask for much more. Player's going to check it over. We're going to fire out 20. I believe this player's going to, yep, he folds. And then the limper is going to call in a very slow motion. He was doing that all session. You know, nice kid though, but he likes to really take his time. Turn is the king of hearts. Yahtzee. He does some weird fidgety thing with his hand and checks it over again. He's got about like 170, so we're just trying to size it up so we can put him all in on the river if he does call. And we decide to go at 65 on the turn. Honestly, wish I went a little lighter, but he does fold anyway, so might not make a difference. And now we are finally getting some chips to go the right way. And now here come the big hands before the session ends. We got about 5 hands, and they all get pretty dicey, guys. Now my PTSD kicks in this hand. We look down at pocket aces. Oh boy, if you guys watched the last episode, I'm horrified. Player opens to 13. We raise to 30 in the small blind. Folds over to the original raiser, and she is going to call. I'm already having deja vu. I'm like, please don't pair the board. I don't want her to have quads. Let me just actually, you know, if aces actually ever hold, would be nice. Flop is 6-5 deuce 2 spades. We bet out 30, and she snap goes all in. I'm like, oh my god, here we go. I got a call for 200. There's 500 in the middle almost. She flopped a nut flush draw, and we somehow fade. Oh my god, finally. Aces actually hold for us. I can't misdeal. Deal or misdeal. Card was exposed. We don't actually win these hands. Holy crap. Finally in the green on the day after the terrible start. And now we look down at 8-7 of diamonds over 2 limps on the button. We opened it to 15. Let's go. The train is starting to move, baby. And we are going to get 3 callers. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Give me a good flop, will ya? 6-3 deuce was not what I was hoping for. We need a backdoor something here. So we're just going to check it in position and hope to find a good turn. And the 9 of diamonds is actually the best one we could have asked for. It's going to check over again to us, and let's fire some chips in here. We bet half pot and bet 30, hoping to get 1 caller, and it's going to fold over to Mr. Speed himself, and he pinks it over for a few minutes, and now, yeah, there we go. 1 at a time. There we go. He calls. All right, we're heads up. And the river, a deuce of spades. Like, how is that the river card? Do people actually ever hit flushes anymore? Like, someone tell me. Comment on the post if you actually hit flushes. I've heard of people doing it, but I just never do it. Anyway, he checks. He's got $71. All right, we're all in, kid. Let's go. Put the chips in, and you win. Hoping he hasn't watched the last video, so he doesn't know that I'm bluffing and full of it here. And he folds. Let's go. Our first bluff of the year that gets through. Holy crap. Alright, boys and girls, now we're moving. Let's keep it going. What do we got in this hand? There's a lot of action in this hand, actually. We look down at King, Queen off, and we are actually in the big blind, and the straddle's on. The kid goes all in for $35. Now, you can ISO here, usually, with King, Queen off. I'm not going to lie. But the way the game's playing, I'm just like, I just called it 35, knowing it'll probably go, you know, 5-6 ways to the flop and build a big pot. If I ISO, I mean, I'm really going to risk, you know, like 150 to win the 35. I'd rather play a big pot, even though I'm out of position and not suited. I mean, it's 35 bucks, right? Let's just risk it and see if we can get a good flop and get some money in. 200 in the middle almost, and we do. We flop a queen. Actually, an amazing flop for us, I can't lie. We're first to act, and we are going to lead right out for 75. This kid's snap goes all in. I think he's got a little less. I think he had $68. And now, we got to be careful, because some guy folds out of turn, I think, and another guy folds out of turn. So he's all in for $6 less. Now, it's on the 1 seat, right? He's counting his chips out. He's, you know, maneuvering around. And he does make the call. And now, this player folds. I'm just kidding. That was not what I thought I saw. All right, anyway, we got a call. So now there's 2 all-ins. There's 400 in the middle, and we still have a huge stack against us, all right? And the turn is the Queen of Hearts. Let's go. If he's slow playing a set, God bless him. We go all in for $453. There's almost 900 in the middle before he even calls. He's tanking it. Oh, and he folds. Whew. Okay, we show the King Queen happy and proud. There's 400 in the middle, and the river is the king. If we weren't ahead somehow then, we were good now. And the poor kid has the tone. Pocket 9s. Yeah, buddy, that hand, it's hurt me a lot too. I ain't gonna lie to you. And we're gonna take down and scoop a big one. Flat and pre comes back and works for us. No gamble, no future, so they say. And now we are really getting into the green in the session. And we need it, boys and girls. If you watched the last episode, we lost like 1180. So every chip today is one that we need. All right, moving along. Ace Queen comes back for some redemption. Limp under the gun one makes it 15. We are going to raise it again and make it 50. Kid to our left snap calls again. He's been calling us a lot today, actually. And the original raise is also going to call. And we are going 3 ways to a flop. This part gets pretty crazy, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And the flop is Queen, Ace, Queen. We flop a full house. I mean, wow. Does check around here. I mean, obviously we're never betting. Turn is the 10 of diamonds. I mean, action galore here. If they don't have anything right now, then we're just cursed, right? He bets out $60. Now, we think, is there ever a point of raising here? The other kid behind, he might call light here for 60, and he's got about almost 260. So we're just gonna call, hoping he comes along in. Yeah, he snap folds. All right, so there's about 300 in the middle. This play is very deep like us, so we're hoping to get all the money in. River's the 9 of diamonds. Now, that either really kills the action or really helps us. He checks, so I'm thinking it really killed us. But we got to get some value here. I imagine he has something good. We bet 200, and he snap calls. I'm like, whoa. We show the Ace Queen full, and he does end up, I believe, showing us 1 card. Yeah, he looks pretty disgusted. He shows a queen, so I think by checking the flop, we actually cost ourselves an extra 400. But, you know, you can't always do it right. And that's almost $700 our way. And now we are actually up a good amount of money, and we only have about 2 hands left. The table's still pretty good and action-packed, so we didn't want to leave right then. We're still trying to make a big score today. And we look down at Queen Jack of Spades. Hello. Cutoff opens to 20, and there's a caller. Now, we're the big blind, and we're suited. You can squeeze here, but I don't mind calling either. We call, another player calls, and we're going 4 ways to a flop. Flop comes 10-9-3. We have an open-ender, 2 overs, and a backdoor flush draw. He is going to bet out 40. Huh, pretty small. Button's going to call, and we're never going to raise here. There's no point. We're just going to call and hopefully spike the turn. And all 4 players actually end up calling, and the turn is the deuce of spades. Let's go. Big pot brewing. It's going to check over again to the cutoff. And he elects to bet small again. He bets 80. I mean, we're happy to get a good price. Button goes in the tank. Now, we just don't want this guy to raise, okay? And he folds. We're happy to just get the call. Now, we ask what the kid's playing behind, because we don't want to get squeezed out. And he only had about 95, so it wouldn't have reopened the action anyway. And the river's the deuce of hearts. I mean, again, guys, comment. Have you actually ever hit a flush? Does it actually happen? He goes all in, and we're just going to have to fold this one away. And the last hand of the day, we have 10-9 of hearts. Under the gun opens to 16. We are going to call. And it is, you know, the fast kid. He made it 16. Now, the other guy's calling, another guy's calling. This hand ends up going like 25 players to a flop. I think 3 tables came over, and we all decided to call. So now we are going 6 ways to a flop. Is about $100 in. And we flop trips. And the first play in the big blind just goes all in for $160. It folds to us. We're happy to snap call. And everybody else is going to fold. Let's go. Turn is the queen of hearts. We don't love it. River's the 7 of hearts. He says I got a king. He has kings. Oh, he has 3 pair. King 7 of spades, and we are happy to take it down. Let's go. We finally end the session on a high note. We had a huge day. We played pretty well. We ran very well. And these are the days you need for a solid rebound. I mean, needed this. Huge for the challenge. We were in for 500, out for 1428. We made $928. And now, as far as the challenge goes, we are at $1,335.
Underdog Poker.